behind and needs expert care, trust Barron's Auto to get you there. Barron's Auto wishes you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hi, I'm Jim Koski, and join me Mondays for Life in the 906.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, Republicans and Democrats continue to battle over how to tackle health care. We'll have the latest live from Washington, D.C. Plus, lawmakers clash in Lansing as Republicans slash $600 million in state project funding, calling it a fight against waste. And an Escanaba business is lending a helping hand to those affected by last week's fire at the House of Ludington. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP. This is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Kelly, good evening. Fair amount of snow today, but it was that beautiful snow, you know. It wasn't so harsh today.
Yes, Kevin, there's always some positives, I guess, when it comes to snow. Sometimes it can be pretty to look at, or maybe it's kind of that slushy snow, but it's all just not fun to travel in. So that's what we're going to be focusing on, too, for as we get closer to the weekend, and we have some colder temperatures as well. So right now on our radar, there's just some light snow showers through Marquette County, so not too much snow across the Upper Peninsula, but everyone is cold. Temperatures right now are into the mid to lower 20s for most of us, maybe a bit warmer for Escanaba. Warmer is relative in this case, but for tonight we'll dip down into the teens. One of the biggest things for the weekend is going to be those cold temperatures, so I'll break down everything you need to know as you plan your weekend in just a few minutes.
Kelly, thank you very much. Congress remains deadlocked on a plan to address rising health care costs and expiring Affordable Care Act tax credits. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon is live on Capitol Hill, where the Senate considered completing health plans this afternoon. Brendan, what can you tell us?
Hey there, Kevin. Good evening to you. Both of those health plans failed on the Senate floor earlier today. The Democratic proposal was a clean 3-year extension of those enhanced ACA tax credits. The Republican proposal really promoted health savings accounts, or HSAs, really trying to make an attempt to give money directly to consumers as opposed to insurance companies. Both plans, as we said, failed to reach that 60-vote threshold necessary to advance through the upper chamber. The clock continues to run out on Biden-era enhanced ACA subsidies set to expire at the end of the month.
If Republicans do not support an extension of the tax credits, as many as 1.7 million New Yorkers will see their health care costs skyrocket in the new year. Nationwide, we can expect to see a staggering 21% increase in the number of uninsured Americans if Republicans allow these tax credits to expire.
But Republicans believe their plan without a tax credit extension gives consumers more flexibility.
Why would Democrats want to give all the money to the insurance company as opposed to all the money to the patient?
Instead of sending billions to insurance companies, Republicans propose depositing up to $1,500 into health savings accounts.
That's not going to do nearly enough to offset the premium increases for many families.
Former Deputy Director of the National Economic Council, Daniel Hornung, says if subsidies lapse, many people may be forced to drop insurance altogether, which could put a strain on hospitals.
More and more patients coming in, not able to pay for the services that they're getting in emergency rooms, and that level of uncompensated care, particularly for hospitals that are already struggling, rural hospitals, inner city hospitals, is not something that they can avoid. So we will see hospital closures as a result of these changes over time.
Still, Republicans remain adamant about rooting out waste, fraud, and abuse while opening the window for reform.
You can't just do a blanket extension without reforms. It is rife with waste, fraud, and abuse.
It's going to take more than a few days to figure out how to reach those kinds of reforms. The challenge over these next few days is how to prevent people's premiums from going up on January 1st.
And Kevin, over in the House, several bipartisan proposals have emerged from some more moderate Republicans and Democrats. They are essentially a compromise of those two competing bills that we saw in the Senate today. I did see Congressman Jack Bergman, and I asked him, he said we have to do more to crack down on major large insurance companies. I asked him if he was concerned about those rural hospitals, and he said that Congress has taken steps and provided funding to help hospitals up in the UP. So again, a lot to keep our eyes on here. time is running out. If Congress is going to act, they have until the end of next week before they head back home for the holidays. Reporting live on Capitol Hill for WZMQ 19 News, I'm Brendan Scanlon. Kevin, back to you.
Brendan, thank you very much as always, sir. In Lansing, lawmakers are at odds again as House Republicans voted to reject millions of dollars in previously approved spending. At an Appropriations Committee hearing on Wednesday, lawmakers approved the changes, which will block dozens of work projects. Republican leaders say the cancellations are part of a broader effort to cut what they call waste, fraud, and abuse. Democrats, meanwhile, argue the move is reckless and will eliminate smaller state-supported projects that communities rely on. But House leaders maintain these cuts are what's best for the state.
It's not like we could pick, it's a line item. You can't go in and pick a project under there that's a good one. Like, it's basically, it's the whole line item. And we felt it was in the best interests of the taxpayers.
We will have more on these cuts tonight at 11:10 Central. In Escanaba, the local business community is continuing to support staff and residents at the House of Ludington, which took severe damage in a fire last week. Jen's Gems by Peach on Ludington Street is hosting a relief event on Sunday from noon to 3. Those impacted by the fire will be able to shop for food, clothes, personal care products, and Christmas presents, all at no charge. Many of the items available were donated by Jen's Gems customers and community members.
Myself and my mom went through a house fire over 12 years ago around Christmas time, and we lost everything we've ever owned. So we know and feel their pain. I'm just trying to spread the Christmas cheer and tell them it's going to be okay. It may not look it, but it will be okay, and you will overcome this obstacle.
For a full list of organizations helping those impacted by the fire, visit WZMQ19.com. Your first warning weather forecast is after the break. Plus, we have more details on the firing and arrest of Michigan football's head coach. We'll be right back.
Sleep better with a new mattress from Kirkish Furniture. We proudly feature made in the Midwest Restonic mattresses. Try one out today and compare other major brands. Let our sleep specialists help you find the bed of your dreams at Kirkish Furniture.
This is our fourth vehicle that we've had done. The quality work, the long-lasting finish on it, it's good on resale, and we've had no rust problems to speak of, and no problems with anything that we've had done at Auto Line. My neighbor and other friends that have had it done just said that you won't be disappointed at all. Fine work, good work, lasts a long time, and Artie just supports and backs up his product.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
Cue the magic. Now you see me, now you don't. I'm a Fisher.
I went to a different school every single year. I think it gives you social confidence. And so I did sort of hone my comedy skills.
I definitely had to be funny. Yeah, because I was a nerd. Plus, Olympian Jason Brown and Penn and Teller are bringing the tricks. You shut your mouth. How are you going to do that?
The Kelly Clarkson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ CBS.
I'm Gail King with CBS Mornings. We're here for you in the Upper Peninsula. This is now home for CBS WZMQ 19.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
Merry Christmas from Shunks and Marquette. We have special deals from now to Christmas. Like this Lazy Boy Power Recliner, just $4.99. And if you need a little help, how about this Power Lift Recliner from Flex Steel for just $6.99? We have over 300 recliners in stock. Lazy Boy rocker recliners like this are just $2.99. We have a large selection of reclining furniture on sale, sofas, love seats, and sectionals. Merry Christmas. Dining room's on sale too. Shop Shunk Furniture at Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
Welcome back. We are continuing to talk about snow and cold, but for the time being, at least closer to the weekend, it's more so going to be the cold than the snow, but we'll see a little bit of everything. Not seeing too much snow at the moment, just some light flurries. You see a lake effect influence through Marquette County, but that's really it for the rest of tonight. Now, as for weather alerts in the Upper Peninsula, we don't have anything right now, but out towards Wisconsin, if you are traveling at all, there's going to be a cold weather advisory for Friday evening through Sunday, and this is for wind chill values as low as -33 degrees. that's very cold. So it goes without saying, if you are doing any traveling, of course, pack an extra blanket and jacket in your car just in case, but you need to be wearing probably an extra layer than you originally would with those types of temperatures. For today, 23 degrees in Marquette. The average is 28 and just about a quarter of an inch of snow. So again, more so the cold than it is the snow, but the cold can be just as impactful sometimes as snow if you're not prepared for it or dressed accordingly. So here's your first morning weather futurecast as you prepare your weekend plans. Not seeing too much snow here for the rest of this evening. There's going to be a little system that moves through for Friday, going to give us that type of nuisance of snow showers, and then some lake effect sets up for Saturday and lingers on through the weekend. So we'll be dealing with the cold kind of first and then the snow on top of it. So regionally across the Upper Peninsula here, as you're planning your weekend, Friday is actually going to be, again, I say warmest, but that's relative to the temperatures for the weekend. 20s for Friday, but then that cold surge of air sets in for the weekend, and high temperatures will struggle to get to the 20s. It's going to be brutal if you're not dressed for it. So this is part of the reason why the jet stream has that major dip. Almost picture a slide that allows a low pressure system or a cold surge of air to get into the area. And this blue means really cold air is moving through. You see a blast of purple. That's very cold air for the majority of the weekend. And it's not until late Sunday into this upcoming week that things will shift and improve temperature-wise. But this is a look at your future feels like temperatures, also known as what type of temperature we need to be dressing for. This is your Friday morning, single digit and teens, -1 out to Ironwood. So please bundle up, sending the kiddos out to the bus stop tomorrow morning and heading to work. And then we advance to Saturday morning around the same time. We could be looking at 20 below zero in places like Ironwood and Iron River and down towards Menominee. So that's what we have coming our way for the weekend. Make sure the heating is working in your car and your house. Layers, layers, layers. Can't stress it enough. It's really important to avoid some issues like frostbite or hypothermia. Low teens for the weekend, and we gradually, slowly but surely work our way back up to that freezing mark by next Tuesday.
Kelly, thank you again. A shock in the world of college football. The University of Michigan head coach Sharon Moore has been fired for having what the school calls an inappropriate relationship with a staffer. A few hours later, police took Moore into custody after reports of an alleged assault investigation. Jerika Duncan has more.
That was the last time Sharon Moore entered the Big House, leading a pack of Wolverines as the University of Michigan's head coach. This morning, he is behind bars and out of that job. On Wednesday, the school's athletic director says they terminated the 39-year-old with cause after he, quote, engaged in an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. Hours later, police told CBS Detroit the coach was detained earlier in the day near Michigan Stadium. He was then arrested and booked into jail. According to ESPN, he's a suspect in an alleged assault. However, no charges have been filed yet. The investigation into Moore began last month, according to CBS Sports.
One of the ongoing looming questions that will hang over Michigan is, when did athletic director Ward Manuel know, and why did he not make earlier decisive action?
The sudden ending of Moore's career comes after he spent 2 years as head coach, taking over for Jim Harbaugh. The Wolverines won the 2023 national championship. But this year, Moore faced a 2-game suspension for his role in the school's sprawling sign-stealing scandal that has loomed over college football's winningest program for nearly 2 years.
It's been an unbelievable period of success with that national championship, but also an unbelievable period of scandal and drama with Michigan football. And Michigan as a program typically is above that. It's a Michigan man. It has a certain connotation. And I think that has been really damaged by the behavior of Sharon Moore.
Moore was under a 5-year contract with a salary of $5.5 million, but according to the terms of the deal, the school will not have to buy him out as he was fired for cause. Of course, we have reached out to Moore for comment and have not heard back.
Coming up next on Insights, we're joined by St. Vincent de Paul and Marquette to talk about their annual Christmas program. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Winter is here. Fox Marquette Chevrolet gets you there. Lease a 2026 Chevrolet Equinox for $398 a month or choose 0% APR for 36 months. Together, let's drive. Fox Marquette Chevrolet. Experience the difference.
Here I am. Feel
field trip chaperone.
Before helping prevent migraine with Qulipta, it was hard keeping plans.
And look at me now.
You'll never truly forget migraine, but Qulipta reduces attacks, making more zero migraine days possible to help give that forget you get migraine feeling.
Don't take if allergic. Stop taking and get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, lip, or tongue swelling, itching, or rash. Tell your doctor about increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes.
Ask your doctor about Qulipta to help prevent migraine.
New CBS Tonight.
You and I have to find a way to work together.
Kathy Bates is back in the new season of Matlock.
We only get one shot.
Fire in the hole! I do not believe you or trust you. Then what is with the plan?
I'm putting down roots. Sounds like the storms are coming.
Matlock is all new CBS Tonight, 9/8 Central, and streaming on Paramount Plus.
We know you're wondering, what's Jack's crew up to now? Our brand new barbecue menu is smoking, with plates all week and big platters on the weekend. Every Friday night, dive into the Drunken Fisherman, featuring unique fish dishes and sauces you won't find anywhere else. Ready for hunting camp? 4 racks of our award-winning ribs. Plus, order ahead at our take and bake favorites: lasagna, chicken pot pie, brisket, a fresh soup and salad bar, perfect as a meal or an add-on, and more. Jack's Restaurant on Main Street in Rapid River.
Winter is here. Fox Marquette Chevrolet gets you there. Lease a 2026 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 for $389 a month, or choose 0% APR for 36 months. Together, let's drive. Fox Marquette Chevrolet. Experience the difference.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. St. Vincent de Paul in Marquette is making spirits bright next week at its annual Christmas program. Here with the details is program chair Denise Foy. And Denise, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. Well, give us all the details. What can we expect?
Okay. So this annual Christmas program has been going on for several years. It's taking place, the actual day is Tuesday, December the 16th. We do, the program consists of food baskets for Christmas, as well as the opportunity for our neighbors in need to shop for their children. Currently, there are over 250 families who have registered for both, and with over, I think it's about 115 or a little bit over, who are shopping for over 230 children who are in need. Otherwise, they may not have a Christmas.
Right, right.
Yeah.
How many people do you typically serve every year?
This is a little bit higher than the past, and this is just Marquette itself. We also serve people in Gwynn, Trenary, and and so they have their own people and baskets that come in. So typically we are higher. Last year we served in Marquette itself about 210, and this year we're over 250.
All right.
So it's really that, especially for the food, there seems to be a need for food, so that's really increased this year.
Yeah, that was my next question, is how big of a need is it right now, do you think?
It is. Our pantry, from what they tell me, is increasing. There's more new people that are registering and whatnot. I think because of the whole government shutdown and the impact that it had on the SNAP benefits and things, we're seeing more of that.
All right, gotcha. And Denise, just tell us how important it is for you and St. Vincent de Paul to take part in these kind of things and help people out in need.
You know, St. Vincent de Paul, we're here to serve our neighbors in need, whether it's through financial assistance, which we do quite a bit of, as well as programs like this. So they need them, they want them. People look forward to them from year to year, because it seems a lot of these people, once they get into that routine, they just can't seem to get out. So they know we're there to help them. And so it's really, really important as we go forward to serve our neighbors.
Definitely. And for the people who would like to benefit from this, what can you tell them? How can they do that?
Well, the registration is currently over. But if they look next year in the fall, we started in October registering this year. So look for that, because I don't anticipate this is going away anytime soon. And we just want to serve those people more and more. And the volunteers, not only is that our neighbors that are in need, but the volunteers. Well, when is that? When can I help? You know, so we get some of our clients, if you will, do come and help us on that day in a volunteer basis, as well as many people throughout the community.
Excellent. All right, Denise, I think that's all the time we have, unfortunately.
It's okay.
But thank you so much for joining us and giving us the details. Great work. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. And Mike Ludlow will have your look at sports when we come back. NMU is gearing up to host St. Thomas this weekend, but it's not just the action on the ice that has fans excited. And later, 2 high school athletes are being celebrated for their incredible resilience. We'll tell you who they are after the break.
Tonight, catastrophic flooding in the Northwest leaves Washington state in a state of emergency. Tens of thousands have been told to evacuate as the rain continues to fall. We'll have the latest.
And a CBS News investigation into massive pandemic-era fraud. Our exclusive on-the-ground reporting in Minneapolis. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
New CBS Tonight. We've crunched the numbers, and Georgie and Mandy is America's #1 comedy.
What's all this?
Trying to do the books for the store.
I thought it was some kind of role play thing. Strict accountant, hot girl in debt.
That's what you're into?
Hey, I did Mrs. Claus for you.
Oh, this naughty reindeer remembers.
You either got to spend less or make more.
Great, I choose to make more. How are we gonna do that?
What the heck?
All new Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage. CBS Tonight.
Our home, full of beauty, energy, and opportunity. But in today's world, your business needs more than foot traffic. It needs screen traffic. That's where PowerPlay Digital comes in. Digital advertising that delivers. We bring your message to life on streaming platforms, mobile apps, websites, social media, and beyond. Reach more people, grow your brand, get results. PowerPlay Digital. Put your business in front of the eyes that matter across every screen.
The Shortlist, a countdown show that's all sports. See the greatest names and the greatest games in all sports. Sports fans love it, and you will too. That's The Shortlist, only from SSN, the Cindy Sports Network.
You're watching home to CBS Mornings, WZMQ 19.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Andersen brand products are #1 in quality, and the Window Store is your local Andersen expert for installation and service of all Andersen windows and doors. From showroom to your home, Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store. Andersen is the #1 trusted window and door brand. The Window Store is the Upper Peninsula's clear choice for windows and doors. Now that's a perfect fit. From showroom to your home, Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store.
Good evening, everyone. The NMU hockey team hosts St. Thomas tomorrow and Saturday to finish the 2025 portion of the schedule. The Wildcats earned 4 points last weekend at Bowling Green. NMU head coach Dave Shayak says the Tommies visit during an interesting part of the season.
We got a very good speed team, probably one of the fastest teams in the CCHA, and St. Thomas are really good off the rush and transition, so we got to do what we got to do to take away that part of their game. And our focus is here for Friday night. It's exam week, so our guys got to concentrate on their academic piece, but when they're here for practice 2 hours a day, it prepares them for the game on Friday night.
Tomorrow's face-off is set for 7:07 p.m. Don't forget about the teddy bear toss. That should be after the first period. The sock toss should be during one of the intermissions of Saturday's contest that starts at 6:07. Michigan Tech is in Big Rapids facing the Bulldogs this weekend. Lake Superior State is idle until Sunday, December 28th, when they play in the Quick Trip face-off in Milwaukee. The Upper Peninsula Sports Writers and Sportscasters Association recently honored 2 high school students with the Gil Hurd Courageous Athlete Award. The honor is given to those who have overcome obstacles or physical ailments to continue to have solid athletic careers. Hurd was a longtime sports information director at NMU. First is number 12, quarterback Jack Kriegel of Kingsford. He suffered a spleen injury at the end of the 2024 season against Marquette, which caused him to miss a playoff game, but he was able to play the basketball and baseball seasons. This fall, Kriegel suffered another spleen injury in the third week of the season against Gladstone. He missed almost the rest of the regular season, but he did come back for the playoffs. Football coach Mark Navarro says Kriegel is a winner on the field and in the community. The other winner is cross-country and track runner Gabe Litzner in blue on the right from Sault Ste. Marie. Litzner had a very good freshman season, winning a UP Division I cross-country title, plus he had a very good UP track final. But in March of 2024, he was hit by a car while crossing a street in the Sioux after a track workout. He suffered a fractured skull, 4 fractured vertebrae, lacerations to his kidneys, liver, and spleen, and also experienced blood clots in both legs. It was also discovered that he was dealing with a punctured lung. He was rushed to a Grand Rapids hospital for a 6-day stay. He gradually worked his way back into shape. Litzner has won the last 4 individual UP cross-country titles in Division I. He's also been in the top 3 in the 1600 and 3200 races the past 2 seasons. Congratulations to the following Upper Peninsula football players who have been named to various all-state teams by the Sports Writers of Michigan. In Division 3 and 4, Marquette's Pavel McCutcheon is a second-teamer as on the defensive line. In Division 5 and 6, Negaunte's Evan Delangelo is an honorable mention as an athlete, in this case, receiver and kick returner. This Division 7 and 8, Tanner Terkoff of Menominee, first-team quarterback. His teammate, running back Clayton Miller, also on the first team, along with Bark River Harris running back Johnny McDonough. On the second team, 2 Menominee linemen, Alex Parrott and Brennan Swanson, along with Bark River Harris's defensive lineman Sean Burton. Elsewhere in the 8-player divisions, they're all combined into one team. On the first team, North Dickinson quarterback Brady Youngwood, his teammate Trenton Kramer at receiver, Golgibik's Matthew Switzer at defensive lineman, Owen By of Norway is an athlete. On the second team, Gunnar Bennon of Pickford at quarterback. Also on second team, Keith Burkar of Norway is a lineman, Jaden Verrett and Leland Hallenbach of Golgibik. Grady Gothier is an honorable mention for Ishpeming, and Lakeland and Hubble's Tyler Axford is as well. Also, Garrett Lewicki at defensive line for Newberry, Avery Merck of Munising in the line, linebackers Josh Davatil of Lakeland and Hubble and Jason Graham of North Dickinson, Caden Haryu of Golgibik defensive back, and Mike Christensen as an honorable mention as the coach. Congratulations to all, and we will be right back.
An assassin took Charlie Kirk's life, leaving Erica Kirk a widow.
What do you say to people who justify his death?
Can she help unite a fractured America? A town hall with Erica Kirk, Saturday on CBS.
I think Auto Armor is a great product to prolong the life of your vehicle. Paint protection, rust proofing, interior, exterior protection. This will be the second vehicle that I have purchased. I think Auto Armor, again, prolong the life of the vehicle. It is an inexpensive investment for the longevity of a high-cost investment. I would recommend Auto Armor to anybody.
Hard Rock is a name built to last. Michigan knows something about that. The Hard Rock Bet Casino app, that's built on trust too. So what you see when you sign up is actually what you get.
Don't believe it? Try the app yourself. If you're not up after 24 hours playing slots, then you get up to $1,000 back to play again.
Plus you get 200 bonus spins to play Huff and More Puff. Wins paid in cash. No catch.
Hard Rock Bet Casino is here, Michigan. Roll with us.
Download the Hard Rock Bet Casino app today.
Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News.
Who'll be there when amazing rises up or need for a warning comes falling down? Will you? Start a career in the broadcasting industry. Be there. Go to BeThereMichigan.com.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 4 on WZMQ CBS. Followed by The Kelly Clarkson Show at 5 and 19 News at 6.
There's no looking back.
Don't look back.
I wasn't really looking back, just remembering back.
Remember back.
What do you say we start from here?
With a Rifleman.
Weekdays at 3 p.m. on WZMQ Me TV.
And a final check of your forecast as we head into tomorrow. We'll see some temperatures into the upper 20s, which is cold, but we will be wishing we saw those temperatures for the weekend, and some scattered snow showers through the Upper Peninsula. They'll be scattered into that chance range. We'll see some breaks because it will be that lake effect and the lake influence of the snow. So please just continue to drive slowly. There's more snow on the way through the weekend, which with much colder temperatures and lingering into next week. But I'll have more on your forecast coming up later tonight.
Kelly, thank you very much. And finally tonight, it's the season of giving, and the Michigan State Police are asking the community to help stuff a blue goose with toys for area children. The campaign collects toys for the annual Toys for Tots toy drive. Troopers from the Iron Mountain Post were at the Iron Mountain Walmart today collecting new unwrapped toys. The annual holiday drive, named after the MSP's iconic blue patrol cars, has grown statewide since it began in 2009. This year, more than 30 events are being held throughout the state, with all donations staying local to help families in need. That's all we have for right now, everyone. We'll catch you back here.
Epic floods slam the Pacific Northwest. Washington state is swamped by more than a foot of